We're about to dive into the most incredible story ever told. And it's not some fantasy epic. It's the one that literally created you. It's a journey of microscopic precision, just astronomical odds, and a breathtaking transformation that turns a single cell into a human being. So, let's get started. Every single one of us, you, me, everyone you've ever known, we all started right here, as a tiny collection of cells just like this. So when you look at this, it's not just some biology textbook picture. This is our shared origin story. Now, let's rewind the clock and see how this incredible journey even begins. So, how does this all happen? Well, it's not by chance, that's for sure. This whole transformation follows a really precise biological script, a series of critical events that have to happen in the perfect sequence. You can think of it as the blueprint for life. Think of it like 6 essential chapters in this amazing story. First, you gotta have the building blocks, the cells themselves. Then, they have to meet. After that, they have to fuse into one, find a safe home to grow, develop for about 9 months, and finally, make their grand entrance. Honestly, every single step is a miracle in its own right. Okay, so every new life is basically solving this giant genetic puzzle. But before you can do that, you have to create the 2 unique pieces, the sperm and the ovum. This process is called gametogenesis, and this is really where our story kicks off. And what's just fascinating to me is how nature uses 2 completely different strategies here. For males, it's like a non-stop factory. Spermatogenesis starts at puberty and just keeps producing millions of sperm continuously. But for females, totally different. It's more like a limited edition vault. Oogenesis begins before birth, creating every single egg cell a woman will ever have right from the start. So right here inside the ovaries, you've got millions of these potential lives held in waiting, tucked away inside these protective follicles. A female is born with every single egg cell she'll ever possess. And then, from puberty onwards, it's this slow, deliberate release. Just one precious cell is released each month, hoping for its chance at life. All right, so here's the other half of that puzzle we talked about, the sperm. It's basically a microscopic torpedo, engineered for one single mission. The head carries all the genetic cargo, and this enzyme-filled warhead, the acrosome, which is designed to breach the egg's defenses. Then you've got the middle piece, that's the engine room, just jam-packed with mitochondria for energy. And finally, the tail is the propeller, driving it forward on its epic quest. Okay, so the building blocks are ready. Now, the race begins. And I mean, this isn't just any race. It's probably the most high-stakes marathon in existence, where hundreds of millions of competitors are all vying for one single life-creating prize. Just look at that number, 200 to 300 million. To put that into perspective, that's kind of like the entire population of the US and Germany combined, all setting out on one mission at the same exact time. The scale is just immense. And out of that entire biological army, only one makes it. The journey is this grueling, unforgiving obstacle course, and it's designed to filter out everyone except the absolute strongest and fittest contender. The future of a new life is all hanging in the balance. So this right here, this is the finish line. Fertilization, the moment of fusion. But it's not a simple meetup. Think of it more like a precise orbital rendezvous in space. It has to happen in this tiny window of time and in one very specific place, the fallopian tube. If either the sperm or the egg is just a moment too early or too late, that window just slams shut. So, the big question is, how does that one winner actually get through the walls of the egg? Well, this is where that little enzyme-filled cap we talked about, the acrosome, gets to work. It releases these powerful enzymes that literally dissolve the path through the egg's protective outer shell, the zona pellucida, clearing the way for that final, game-changing fusion. And in that one single moment of fusion, a huge question gets answered right then and there. See, the ovum always carries an X chromosome, but the sperm, it can carry either an X or a Y. If an X sperm gets there first, the result is XX, a female. If a Y sperm wins the race, it's XY, a male. So what's the bottom line here? It's the sperm that holds the deciding vote on the baby's sex. Okay, so the race is over. We have a winner, and now we have a single cell, the zygote, and it holds the entire genetic blueprint for a new person. So the story completely shifts now. It goes from this frantic, high-stakes race to an absolute masterpiece of construction. And that first week, wow, it is a whirlwind. That single cell starts dividing like crazy. It's a process called cleavage. It becomes 2 cells, then 4, then 8, forming this tiny ball of cells called a morula. As it's traveling towards its final destination, it transforms again into a blastocyst, getting ready for the most critical step of all, implanting itself into the uterine wall to finally set up a home. And once it's implanted, something truly amazing happens. An entirely new organ starts to form, the placenta. It's the only organ our bodies create and then just get rid of. It's the ultimate life support system, this perfect bridge between the mother and the fetus, delivering all the oxygen and nutrients and carrying away all the waste. Without it, the next 9 months would be impossible. From here on out, the pace of development is just mind-blowing. Within just 1 month, a heart forms and begins to beat. Just think about that. By the end of month 3, the blueprints for all the major organ systems are laid down. By month 5, the first little flutters of movement can be felt. And by month 9, a fully developed human being is ready to meet the world. All right, so after 9 months of this incredible, non-stop growth, we've arrived at the final chapter. This is birth. This is the powerful and complex process known scientifically as parturition. So, what kicks the whole thing off? And this is what's so incredible. The signal, it doesn't actually come from the mother. It comes from the baby. The fully developed fetus itself sends out the message, basically saying, hey, I'm ready. And that first little signal, it kicks off this powerful chain reaction. It triggers the release of the hormone oxytocin, which causes the first contractions. But here's the really clever part. Those contractions trigger the release of even more oxytocin. It creates what's called a positive feedback loop. It's like a snowball rolling downhill. It just gets bigger and stronger and faster, driving the whole process forward with this unstoppable momentum. But you know, the life support system doesn't just switch off at birth. Nope, it just changes form. Towards the end of pregnancy, the mother's body has been getting ready for this next step. The very first milk, which is called colostrum, is like liquid gold. It's basically the baby's first immunization, packed with antibodies, getting it ready to face a brand new world. So we've just followed this entire journey, from 2 tiny microscopic cells all the way to a fully formed human being. It is such an elegant process, a biological script that's been perfected over literally millennia of evolution. Which really just leaves us with one final thought. What does this incredible journey truly reveal about the resilience, the complexity, and the profound nature of life?